Vietnam forced the U.S. military to throw everything it had onto the battlefield. Old, new, experimental, and improvised. Vehicles designed for European battlefields suddenly found themselves sinking into rice fields. In this video, we break down every vehicle U.S. forces pushed into Vietnam War. So we start with heavy armor and fire support. Number 1. Long before helicopters dominated the headlines, American firepower rolled in on steel tracks. The M48A3 Patton was the most common tank in Vietnam, using its armor and 90mm gun to support infantry, defend bases, and smash fortified positions. Number 2, less common but equally intimidating, was the M67 flamethrower tank, a machine built specifically to burn enemy bunkers and tunnel entrances. It became one of the most feared weapons on the battlefield. Number 3, airborne forces experimented with the M551 Sheridan, a lightweight tank capable of air transport. Its massive gun gave it a punch, but its thin aluminum armor made survival a constant gamble. Number 4, the Marines relied heavily on unconventional firepower, including the M50 Ontos, a compact vehicle armed with 6 recoilless rifles. During urban fighting, it delivered overwhelming fire in seconds. Number 6, older tanks like the M41 Walker Bulldog and even World War II-era M24 Chaffee tanks still appeared, particularly with South Vietnamese forces or early in the war when equipment shortages were common. Next, we talk about armored mobility and troop transport. Starting with number 1, no vehicle shaped the ground war more than the M113 armored personnel carrier. It was light, amphibious, and rugged. It carried infantry through terrain that defeated wheeled vehicles. Number 2, as combat intensified, the field-modified versions emerged. The ACAV configuration added shields and machine guns, turning troop carriers into assault vehicles. Number 3, fire support variants followed. The M132 flamethrower carrier flushed enemies from cover, while mortar carriers like the M106 and M125 provided mobile indirect fire without exposing crews. Number 4, command units depended on the M577, a high-roofed command vehicle packed with radios and coordination equipment. Number 5, early reconnaissance relied on the M114, though it quickly proved too weak for Vietnam's terrain and was phased out. Number 6, convoy protection became critical, leading to widespread use of the V100 Commando, a fast-wheeled armored car ideal for escort duty and ambush response. Now let's move into the utility vehicles and jungle specialists, starting with number 1. For everyday movement, nothing was more common than the M151 Mutt Jeep. It carried officers, supplies, and weapons, though its suspension made it notoriously dangerous at high speed. Number 2, the Marine Corps experimented with lightweight solutions like the M422 Mighty Might, small enough to be lifted by helicopter. Number 3, logistics in tight jungle paths depended on the M274 Mechanical Mule, a simple platform that hauled ammo and gear where trucks couldn't go. Number 4, one of the strangest vehicles of the war was the M561 Gamma Goat, an articulated 6-wheeled transporter built to cross terrain that stopped everything else. Now let's discuss trucks and the lifeline of war, starting with number 1. Supplying Vietnam required an endless flow of fuel and ammunition. The backbone of this system was the M35, seen everywhere from jungle roads to base camps. Number 2, heavier loads moved aboard the M54 5-ton truck, while the M37 and M715 handled lighter transport roles. Number 3, oversized equipment traveled behind the massive M123 tractor, while extreme terrain access depended on vehicles like the M520 Goer, capable of wading through mud and water. Number 4, fuel trucks such as the M49 tanker became high-value targets, while maintenance vehicles like the M109 shop van kept the entire system running. Now let's talk about artillery, air defense, and heavy firepower. Starting with number 1, fire bases depended on self-propelled artillery like the M107 and M110, capable of delivering devastating long-range fire. Number 2, the M109 became the standard artillery platform, combining mobility with protection. Number 3, air defense systems were often turned on ground targets. The M42 Duster, with twin 40mm cannons, shredded infantry formations, while the M163 Vulcan unleashed thousands of rounds per minute in suppressive fire. Number 4. Convoys trusted the M55 Quad .504 heavy machine guns mounted together to repel sudden ambushes. Next, we talk about engineering and battlefield construction. Starting with number 1. When vehicles broke down or were hit, recovery units moved in. The M88 recovery vehicle hauled damaged tanks under fire, supported by heavy systems like the M51. Number 2. Field repairs relied on the M578, equipped with a crane for lifting engines and components. Number 3. Engineers cleared obstacles using the M728 combat engineer vehicle, while massive roam plows reshaped entire sections of jungle to deny cover to enemy forces. Number 4. Bridges appeared seemingly out of nowhere thanks to the AVLB, allowing armored columns to cross rivers without delay. Now let's talk about amphibious and coastal operations. So starting with number 1, marine landings depended on massive amphibious vehicles like the LVTP-5, which carried troops from ship to shore, and the LVTH-6, which provided direct fire support. Number 2. Logistics across beaches relied on giant machines like the LAR-CLX, capable of hauling enormous loads, and the smaller LAR-CV, the true workhorse of coastal supply. Number 3. The M548 tracked cargo carrier ensured ammunition and supplies reached frontline units through mud, where trucks would sink instantly. Next, let's talk about medical and support vehicles. So starting with number 1, evacuation and medical care depended on vehicles like the M718 Jeep ambulance, M725 ambulance, and older M43 models. Number 2, airfields relied on specialized fire trucks like the Class 530B, while logistics hubs used forklifts such as the Case MC 4000 and Clark models to move endless cargo. Number 3, even motorcycles played their part. The Harley-Davidson WLA, a World War II-era machine, remained in use for military police and escort duties. Number 4. In extreme terrain, small tracked carriers like the M116 Husky floated across mud that trapped heavier vehicles. So this was all for today. Now tell me in the comment below, what do you want to see in the next video?